It's a beautiful day, and when you notice earlier, you can save a lot of pain and you can save a lot in costs. So what am I talking about when I say notice earlier? I'm talking about the pressure. A lot of people thrive in pressure situations, and a lot of people love it. And when the pressure's there and they're operating 85, 90%, and they're loving it, and everything is good, and they did what they did because those are the environments that they want to be in, those high pressured places where things are fast paced, keep moving, keep the pressure on. It's fine when you're around that sort of 80, 85, 90% level. That's doable, that's copable, that's what they love, that's what they enjoy. The slight problem is when they sit at 99%. Now, they can absolutely have the ability to up it to 99%, but it's when it gets sustained at 99%. That's when the trouble starts, because that sustained pressure at that level, it gets to be too much. And it gets to the point where everything within us begins to really be aware of that pressure. And when that pressure builds too much, it can often be a kind of slope into that. It's not a waking up one day and suddenly you feel it and you're there and you're aware of it. And this is the dangerous bit, because quite often the person doesn't realise. The person isn't aware of it. Because I said it's a little bit of a slippery slope into it. That 99% running at that to begin with is absolutely fine. But as it becomes consistent and all the time, and you never get the chance to drop down to that 90% or down to the 85 or the 80% where you can recharge your batteries a bit, that's when it becomes an issue and a problem. That's when it becomes costly. Because what that leads to is decisions can't be made. People become paralysed in the moment because they just don't have the brain capacity to respond and react the way that they used to. And it's not that they're not good at what they do, it's just the pressure is too much. And the pressure is built to a level now that is unsustainable. They can't keep it going. Now, that's what I do. I help people to be aware of that pressure, to notice earlier so that something can be done quicker, so that support can be given, so that things can be put in place, so that people can have an awareness and then act. And when we act, it doesn't always have to be big, huge, bold things. Sometimes it's just taking a moment to slow things down. And when we pause and slow things down, that's often when we actually see and aware of those people that have been carrying things for too long. Because they very rarely reach out and tell us until it gets too late. And by the time it's got too late, it actually might be that they're actually planning their exit from work because they can't cope with the pressure anymore. And sharing it's not easy. So this is where, if you notice earlier in the people around you, whether that's your team members, whether that's your best people, whatever that might be, noticing earlier helps you do something about it. So, my signature talk, that's what it's about. It's called Notice Earlier, and it's about noticing earlier, because that can save you a heck of a lot. Ultimately, it can save you your business. If any of that sounds interesting, reach out, connect with me, whether that's here or whether that's in a DM. Do so. Take care for now.